Yo, what up, Street Gods? Eric Kim. Alright, some turbo thoughts. How to become a fully realized photographer, person, etc. So, assume that you're just solo, it's just you, and you want to become fully realized. That means to meet your potential, for you to live life on the edge. And in the context of photography, I mean, simple pro tip, just have your Ricoh GR3X in your front pocket. Just always have a camera on hand. Shoot small JPEG, extra high contrast black and white. Ricoh GR3X is my solution. And to become a fully realized photographer, as much as I love the iPhone Pro, etc., I still think a standalone digital camera is superior. To me, a Ricoh GR3X is like at least 10,000 times better than even the new iPhone 14 Pro. And so then the question is, what does it mean to be a fully realized photographer? I think what it means that you realize that everything is photography and you don't sequester yourself into a small little ghetto category. You photograph your receipts, your meat, yourself, your selfie, clothes on or off, doesn't matter. And the goal is for you to really thrive as a photographer. So what does it mean to thrive as a photographer? It means for you to find inspiration, anything and everything, and just to shoot it all, to adventure more, explore more, shoot more. I really do think that the happiest photographer is the most productive one, meaning that they shoot a lot. It's funny, it's like photo a day challenge, 365 photos. I'm like, I shoot 400 photos a day. I'm like, y'all having, I'm at least 400xing you, bro. Or think about 1000x. It's like, could you shoot 1,000 photos a day? You could. Just walk 12 hours a day, have your Ricoh GR3X with you, small JPEG, extra small JPEG, and just shoot the SHIT out of life. I think you know, the best photographer is the one who loves life, who loves reality. And it seems that the most noble goal of photography is to deify life, to show gratitude for life. And I would also suggest, this is where it's good to publish your photos as blogs. You know, make photo albums with like, I don't know, 500 photos, 1,000 photos, whatever. Another simple strategy you could do is drag all your photos into iMovie and make a photo slideshow where each image is like, you know, 0.4 seconds. And then your photo stream becomes just like a mini stop motion of your life, which is kind of a fun one. Also, the good thing with, you know, put on some beats and stuff like that. The good thing with that is auto playing slideshow videos with a quick tempo. You could intake photos faster at a higher density, at a higher rate. You increase your bit rate in terms of your photo consumption of your own photos and output and stuff like that. And I really think, I mean, color is great, right? But still something about black and white which is magical, where we don't see the world in black and white, and therefore when you photograph something in black and white, it automatically transforms and shows the inner beauty of the, like, even shooting around the Ricoh GR3X macro mode and stuff like that, looking at the photos on the iPad Pro, when I zoom in, even in my small JPEGs, the amount of detail that you could find is like so phenomenal. And you know, you could just photograph anything. You see like a nice cloud, shoot that, and just shoot it all. I mean, the best street photographer, my thought is, you have the most supple, strong legs possible. You know, squat or micro squat over 6 plates, and you know, lots of espressos during the day, and you just find inspiration in anything and everything. and you don't, once again, put yourself into a photo ghetto where you limit what you photograph. And also, a life of maximum walking is the supreme mode of living for us photographers, because the more you walk, you're gonna see stuff, right? Like, you know, the ultimate rich person. Okay, I don't know about you, have you ever had this problem where you're trying to make a photo, it says image folder cannot be created? Sometimes I love this camera, sometimes I hate it. Okay, there it goes. And yeah, like if you had that option of having the Plaid or the Lambo or whatever, or be able to just walk anywhere and everywhere, walking is by far the most supreme mode of living. One of the big benefits of being in Southern California, especially in the winter time, like you could just keep walking around more. Like, I mean, granted, you can still walk around a lot in East Coast winter times, or Berlin winter time, which is the most painful winter time, or Prague in the winter. Eastern Europe during the winter is so depressing. Just buy your $1,000 Canada Goose jacket, get some good Gore-Tex boots, and just adventure on. Get some good gloves or whatever. I actually think that spending lots of money on good clothes, winter clothes, whatever, is what, but like more, it's like a better investment than buying the new iPhone or buying a new camera. Just buy the Canada Goose. People's like, someone has to come. It's like, if it helps you make more photos, it's good. Or also, Uniqlo makes this ultra light down jacket with a hood. It's actually really good, and it's good for travel. I really like it. You get it for super cheap, so it doesn't have to be expensive. Typically, I mean, I'm actually a little allergic to down. Sometimes I think sometimes I actually break out from it, which kind of sucks. So, you know, you could also get a synthetic alternative. I think North Face, where you make that nano puffer ball thing. Yeah, polyester, which is good too. So just buy an expensive ass jacket and truck on. Or you could be super gangsta, walking around with the t-shirt during the winter time. It's snowing. I think the goal is actually, like, we were living back in Providence winter time, it's like snowing and shit, right? The goal is to have a nice ass apartment or place where it's always centrally heated, so you don't have to worry about cranking up the heat. It's always like 74 degrees. Like, I actually remember in Providence, Rhode Island, during the winter time, it's like snowing outside, snowstorm. I'm like in our nice minimalistic 300 square foot apartment, floor to ceiling windows, seeing the majestic snow outside. I'm in my boxers. It's like 74 degrees inside the apartment. I loved it. So pro tip, if you ever live in a cold climate place, don't rent the apartment, don't buy a house. Just get one of those, you know, kind of millennial, all-inclusive apartment complex thingies that are ideally brand new or built within the last 3 or 4 years. Free heating, free Wi-Fi's, free air conditioning, etc. And I think you could actually be physiologically happier during the winter time. And yeah, in terms of photographic productivity, I really think JPEG is the way. And yeah, just uploading photos to your own blog and just keep publishing the blog posts. I mean, what is the goal of photography? I think the goal is to shoot 1 billion photos before you die. Like, nobody could, through their own effort, be 100% guaranteed to become a billionaire. But one thing you could control in life is how much you decide to shoot. But what if you have a boring ass job, commute and whatever? Then I think actually a good strategy in life is to use your opportunities to shoot as much as you can, irregardless of how boring your life is. If you have to drive, stuck in traffic, make some photos out the window, don't die. Shoot photos around the office. Lars Truenborg had a good series on The Office. During your lunch breaks, don't eat lunch, don't waste your time. Instead, just have another shot of espresso, walk around the block of your apartment complex or your, I don't know, office complex, whatever, shoot some street photography. That's actually even what I did during the time when I was working 9-to-5 job in my first tech startup out of college. So utilize any opportunities you could to make photos, and know everything is